Everybody ready? You got Pastor Jeff Baker here to do the invocation for us tonight.
Thank you. Our Father, we come before you now, and we're thankful that we can have this time of prayer to come before you. I want to pray a blessing over the mayor and the city council and the citizens here tonight. I pray, Lord, that your hand will be upon them. I pray you're going to bless the community. And I pray that the city of DuQuoin will grow and become stronger, that you'll help these people who take care of policy matters, who really serve the people of this community. Give them wisdom and guidance. Help them, Lord, to be guided by your hand. And I thank you for that. Bless their families. Bless them for the time that they devote to leading our community. And we give you our praise in Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen. Please remain standing for the pledge. Pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Is Coach calling in?
No.
Okay. All right, so we don't have remote participation. Call to order, roll call.
Commissioner Kirkpatrick? Here. Commissioner Ward?
Here.
Commissioner Carnes? Commissioner Cruz?
Here.
Mayor Downs?
Here. Approval of minutes. If anybody has any suggestions or corrections, if not, would entertain a motion and second to pass those as presented.
So moved. Second.
Got a motion by Commissioner Ward, second by Commissioner Cruz. Roll call.
Commissioner Ward?
Yes.
Commissioner Cruz?
Yes.
Commissioner Kirkpatrick?
Yes.
Mayor Downs?
Yes. Approval of, no treasurer's report, approval of bills to be paid. If nobody has any issues or corrections with those, we'll entertain a motion and a second to present those, or approve those as presented.
So moved.
Got a motion by Commissioner Kirkpatrick,
Second.
second by Commissioner Cruz. Roll call?
Commissioner Kirkpatrick?
Yes.
Commissioner Cruz?
Yes.
Commissioner Ward?
Yes.
Mayor Downs?
Yes. No proclamations. I think we've got some guests. No, Brianna was running a few minutes late, so can skip her part and come back to it. She was driving from Fairview Heights tonight, so. With that, we'll go to Doug Bishop. I think Doug's here. Talk about request of City Council concerning a road at City Lake. Doug, how are you?
Good. How are you all?
Good.
Good.
We'll take one pass around. I'll wait till you get a copy of the aerial photo. Okay, everybody got one? I'm here to represent Mike and Sheila Belts, who's here in the audience. They live on the east end of Payne Way out at the City Lake, and they're wanting to construct a new garage to store their cars and a boat in. The problem that they have got is that, I don't know if the council's aware of or not, but surrounding the whole City Lake, there's an area that's within the 100-year floodplain that under federal regulations, you can't build any new buildings in. So if you'll look on that photo that I've passed out to all the council, you'll see where I've highlighted where their home is, south of the cul-de-sac. Basically, the whole area that surrounds their home going around that cul-de-sac, most all of that property is inside that 100-year floodplain, which would prevent them from building that garage. So what they are proposing to the city council is the possible closing of the east end of that road. If you'll look on the photo, They own lots 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, and the east half of 22. So they own all the property surrounding that end of the road. So, they've got it all surrounded. They have told me that they have no intention of ever selling any of those lots. So, if that being the case, there would probably be no reason for the east end of that road to remain a public road. There's a couple, 3 reasons why it would be in the city's benefit to vacate that road. First off, like I said, they have no intention on selling any of those lots in the future. Secondly, the city receives no funding for the maintenance of roads out in that area. They receive no motor fuel tax money, and they also receive no property tax money. So the roads that you maintain out there, you have no funding source to maintain them. So if you have less mileage of road to maintain, it should save the city money. And secondly, thirdly, there would be no cost to the city for the preparation of the vacation documents, because I am a licensed surveyor as well as professional engineer, and I have already drafted a preliminary legal description of the road to be vacated. I've also discussed this with Commissioner Carnes and Street Superintendent Doug Hill, and they seem to not have a problem with it. So that's what I've got to present. I'm here for any questions that you might have.
Where would they start the vacation at?
The
Like
vacation
around
would
13, 14?
The vacation would start at the northwest corner of Lot 14, if you look on the map there.
Okay.
So you would vacate all the road from that point all the way to the end of the cul-de-sac. And one other thing, the city would not be creating a precedent by doing this, because over 10 years ago, they did basically the same thing on the east side of the dam. They vacated a whole road over there because the landowner owned all the property on both sides. So it's already been done. So it's not like you're doing something that hasn't been done already out there.
Anybody got any questions for Doug? Kayla, is there any legal concerns on this?
I'll furnish this to the attorney. It's a signed and sealed legal description of that part of the road. It's already been prepared by me as a land surveyor.
Yeah. Anything?
I don't have any questions. It's not an agenda item, so we can't do anything.
I don't have any issues with it right now. I mean, she's right, it's not an agenda
Yeah.
item.
Put it on for the next time.
Yeah.
Nobody has any issues with it. It sounds like Coach is good with it, so.
And see if any of the neighbors happen to show up.
Yeah.
So you can put it on the agenda for action then at the next meeting then, correct?
Yeah, and it looks like your guys' is the only house out there? That's the only house on the cul-de-sac?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I think we can put it on the agenda for July 10th.
July 10th.
So it wouldn't, Doug, it wouldn't affect like this house in the bottom left?
Bottom corner,
On the,
bottom left.
nope. See, that's, the road would not be vacated until 100 feet past their house.
Presumably it wouldn't affect them, but has anybody asked them?
I have not, no.
Okay.
We'll still maintain up to that point, right? I mean, oil chip and that kind of thing.
And if we did that, then they could put a private road sign up.
Correct.
And then people wouldn't be going down the road.
Correct.
Okay.
Is that Mike and Sheila's building on lot number 19? It looks like a building there.
Yes.
That's yours? Okay.
Yeah, see, that's a Cook's Portable Warehouse, and it's actually, that cul-de-sac is so wide there that corner of that building is setting on the right-of-way right now.
So, I don't know that this matters. I'm just curious, how were you able to build a house? If there
It was all pre-federal regulations.
Okay,
That house has been there quite a while.
gotcha, okay,
FEMA remapped flood zones a few years ago and
okay,
went from no flood zone to a class A
okay,
overnight.
all right. Yeah, not that it's any of our business, I was just curious.
Did she say that Cook building is not yours, or it is yours?
It is.
It is, I thought that you were talking about something.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like I said, that corner is actually setting on the cul-de-sac.
I think in the meantime, if you got any more questions or issues, talk to
You can talk to
Doug,
me.
and, yeah, you guys can fix them. If not, we'll put it on the agenda. Thanks, Doug.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, I think I saw Brianna come in, so we've got all of them here. Brianna, all your queens? All right. We've got some certificates for them. I'll come around and
Should I come up there, or?
I'll come out here, and I think Pete will probably want to get some pictures. Yeah. Make sure I do it in order here. All right, Brown, you guys come up here.
Okay.
Tell me where to go, Pete, as far as you get the sign and then background.
Yeah, probably wherever you have to.
I know, but I know it came up anything. That's like that.
And have those.
We'll do this. You can talk. All right, so this is for Brianna first. We've got Juneteenth coordinator, city council wishes to express appreciation for your ideas, pioneering the Juneteenth celebration and pageant in the city of Quoin. Wish you continued success and look forward to the tradition continuing for many years to come. Congratulations.
Thank you. And you said pictures with them too?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and then we'll do a big group picture at the end. so.
All right, let's have Gail Cook.
Yes.
All right, congratulations.
Thanks.
You should be holding it together.
All right. Congratulations. Ms. Natalia Roberts. All right, and little Miss Juneteenth, Miss Madison Shad.
All right, we get a big group picture.
Me in or out?
Yeah. And if everybody can just show me your certificates. All right, ready? Okay, 3, 2, 1. Excellent, thank you.
Sure. Oh, goodness. Woo, okay. Got a lot of emotion going on right now. Okay. So thank you all for allowing us to come today. This was just a thought in my head because, as you know, I don't live here anymore. After I graduated high school from here in 2009, I went to SIU and got my degree in social work and graduated in 2014. And then I moved to St. Louis since 2015. So this program is literally me just trying to give back to my community. I am, like, even now I'm flustered because I'm driving. I drove 2 hours to get here from work, okay? So I'm a little flustered. But this is not just a regular pageant. It is education focused. We, at every practice, we had a different professional attend and talk to them about financial literacy, entrepreneurship, self-defense classes, mental health awareness, and just job readiness. Where I got this thought is because even though I feel like I'm okay, I'm in a good spot for all the hard work I've put in, I just feel that if I had someone like myself as a mentor to guide me, I'd be a lot further than I am today. And so I'm just trying to be the person that I needed for these contestants, and just try to make sure that they're educated in all areas that is really needed, because we produce really good children. You know, it's just that they, due to the lifestyle being a little slower pace, they get bored quickly, and the next thing you know, they wake up and it's their senior year of high school, and they don't know which way to go. And so we need more mentorship like that. We need to grab our youth while they're still in school and let them know that they have options. With me being a first-generation graduate, it was difficult waters to navigate. And I just feel that if I would have had a person there to guide me along the way, it would have been a lot smoother process. What we hope to see moving forward is to make sure that this continues every year. And I would love for it to stay in DuQuoin, even though I'm being pressured by other towns now that they have came here and seen it. They want me to move it, you know, and I just feel like I'm from here. This is where I'm from. This is, you know, and I just had a lot of support from people I grew up with, people that just supported me just when it was an idea, okay, when there was nothing on the ground. Commissioner Ward, Mayor Downs, and of course Commissioner Kirkpatrick, they have shown up for me in so many different ways, especially Ruth, especially Ruth. And so, like, I'm just so happy to have grown up here. But what my mission is to create more Black professionals for the Southern Illinois region, because I want to encourage our sons, our youth, it's okay to want to protect and serve your community. I want to increase the Black officers, increase Black firefighters, teachers, because as you know, we do still have just Miss Baxter. And so I've been gone long enough to see that we need a little push. And so how we need to do that is we have to get into the homes. We have to get into the homes of our youth and let the parents know that they need to be putting it in their children's mind that it's okay to be a police officer. It's okay to be this, like, and get rid of these stereotypes. And so that is my goal with this. This is also a scholarship pageant. So thanks to Keenan Rice, who donated my scholarship this year, which went to my miss to continue her education as well. And I'm hoping that this will stay a sisterhood, whereas like we can learn to help each other and not be in competition with each other. And instead just, you know, and on top of that, she will go on to, her and my team, Natalia, are eligible to go on to compete at the state level for Miss Illinois. So I'm already in communication with that, and sky's the limit. And so all I want, you know, from my community is support and prayer, because I need it. I need a lot of it. Let's see, am I missing anything? Oh, yes, and just throughout the year that they are the winners, we'll just be doing community service. We will actually be at the DuQuoin State Fair doing a volunteer work for the concession stands and the grandstand as a group. We also are planning on being in parades around the region, as well as just having different events to try to bring in more of our youth to teach like etiquette classes and workplace etiquette, and just, I don't even know, just overall, just the behavior altogether, just kind of get all of that together. And so, yeah, does anybody have questions about what I'm saying so far? No? Okay, well, I could just ramble on all day. But yes, I just want you guys to know, just this is a good thing. This is a great thing for our community. And all I really need you guys to do is to support me. Just support what I'm doing, support my mission. And then at that point, we'll see change. Okay? Thank you.
Thanks, Brianna.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I missed something. Mayor Downs, I wanted to present to you with the gold sponsor plaque. Thank you very much for helping me with my
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Good job, Brianna.
Thank you.
Okay, on to appointments. Motion and vote to reappoint Latasha Baxter, Carol Downs, and Gail Dakota to the Library Board. Just need a motion and a second on this.
Motion.
A motion by Commissioner Cruz,
Second.
second by Commissioner Kirkpatrick. Roll call.
Commissioner Cruz?
Yes.
Commissioner Kirkpatrick?
Yes.
Commissioner Ward?
Yes.
Mayor Downs?
Abstain.
Okay.
Motion and vote to reappoint Laura Booker to the Police and Fire Merit Board.
So moved.
A motion by Commissioner Ward,
Second.
second by Commissioner Cruz. Roll call.
Commissioner Ward?
Yes.
Commissioner Cruz?
Yes.
Commissioner Kirkpatrick?
Yes.
Mayor Downs?
Yes. Motion and vote to reappoint Ted Harsha to the Fire Pension Board.
So moved.
Motion by Commissioner Ward,
Second.
second by Commissioner Kirkpatrick. Roll call.
Commissioner Ward?
Yes.
Commissioner Kirkpatrick?
Yes.
Commissioner Cruz?
Yes.
Mayor Downs?
Yes. Motion and vote to reassign a current city employee to our open, what will be our open city maintenance position at the end of the month. Ruth, you want to give explanation on what we're doing?
Yes, we posted an open position. Our maintenance person, Dee Knight, will be retiring basically the end of July. So we posted, and we've had basically an internal person apply to move, and that person is Kyle Jones out of the street department. He
They got
applied for
any-
transfer.
They got any questions or concerns? If not, would entertain a motion and second to move Kyle to that spot.
So moved.
Motion by Commissioner Kirkpatrick,
Second.
second by Commissioner Cruz. Roll call.
Commissioner Kirkpatrick?
Yes.
Commissioner Cruz?
Yes.
Commissioner Ward?
Yes.
Mayor Downs?
Yes. No consent agenda, public agenda, ordinances, resolutions. We got Resolution 2023 R0502, resolution authorizing a redevelopment agreement between the City of DuQuoin and Mark Kent Leak concerning 11 West Main Street as amended. Jeff Ashauer, you got something for us?
Good evening. So, on occasion, working with the older buildings in downtown, we do run into a bit of a hiccup. This one was a circumstance with the BJ's Garden Inn with Kent Leak. There was additional work that needed to be done. It amounted to $1,900. Commissioner Cruz and I have been working together on that. And the resolution is that what we're asking the council to do is consider increasing the original TIF from $6,600 by $950 to $7,550 for BJ's Garden Inn, and they will cover the remainder of it as in cash. This is a little bit larger percentage than we're accustomed to, but this has been a very good participant in our roofing program, and they had quite a bit of money put into the roof over and above. So this kind of balances the playing field a little bit with how we normally would do a TIF. So it's been amended, it's slightly more, not an exciting amount difference, but it is a different amount.
Me not being here the last time, I was kind of playing catch up on that. Wade, do you have you okay with it now?
Yeah, I'm okay.
Okay. Anybody else got anything? Jill, you good? Okay. Thanks, Jeff.
Thanks,
Look for a motion and a second to approve that as amended.
So moved.
Motion by Commissioner Cruz,
Second.
second by Commissioner Ward. Roll call.
Commissioner Cruz?
Yes.
Commissioner Ward?
Yes.
Commissioner Kirkpatrick?
Yes.
Mayor Downs?
Yes. Resolution 2023 R0601, resolution authorizing purchase of a forcible entry training door from Dingus Fire Company. Final approval. No questions or concerns on that. We'll look for a motion and a second.
So moved.
Motion by Commissioner Ward,
Second.
second by Commissioner Kirkpatrick. Roll call.
Commissioner Ward?
Yes.
Commissioner Kirkpatrick?
Yes.
Commissioner Cruz?
Yes.
Mayor Downs?
Yes. Ordinance 2023, is it R? Is it supposed to be R, or is it O? on that, Ruth? You see that? Is it R0601? Or O0601?
06.
Okay, all right. Ordinance revising Section 25, Article 2 of the ordinances of City of DuQuoin for mowing. Final approval. If nobody's got any questions or concerns about that, we'd look for a motion in a second.
So moved.
Got a motion by Commissioner Ward,
Second.
second by Commissioner Cruz. Roll call?
Commissioner Ward,
Yes.
Commissioner Cruz,
Yes.
Commissioner Kirkpatrick,
Yes.
Mayor Downs.
Yes. Ordinance 2023 R0606, ordinance adopting a project labor agreement for final approval.
I think that one's the one with maybe a,
Yeah, that should be the
Mislettering.
O. Yeah.
I think on the actual ordinance, Ruth, it's 0605 is what you got listed, is that right? In the packet?
That is correct. Yeah, that number's incorrect.
So it should be 2023.
In the packet, it's 2023 0606. Not R.
Now, the ordinance number I have on mine is 2023 0605.
Should be
I
05.
have 0606
Oh, here's
right here.
Yeah, what's on the agenda?
The agenda is 0606, that's what I have in my packet.
Yeah, I revised those. I think you have the old one.
Okay.
Yours wasn't revised.
Okay, so what do you guys have?
06.
You have 0606, Jill?
For item D,
Yep.
item D, I have two,
No.
R,
Right here.
0606.
The PLA.
In your
Right.
packet.
Yes,
Yeah.
06.
Not on the agenda, but what do you have in your packet? What do we need to do, Cam?
What's that?
What do we need to do with it?
I think we can go forward, we just need to know what the numbering actually is.
So which one is it, Ruth?
0606.
It's R0606?
O, 06.
0606,
Yes.
okay, all right.
Ordinance O.
Okay. So D would be ordinance 2023
Oh.
060606. Ordinance adopting a project labor agreement.
Yes.
Okay. Anybody have any questions or concerns about that? If not, we'll entertain a motion in a second.
I make the motion.
Got a motion by Commissioner Ward,
Second.
second by Commissioner Cruz. Roll call?
Commissioner Ward,
Yes.
Commissioner Cruz.
Yes.
Commissioner Kirkpatrick,
Yes.
Mayor Downs.
Yes. All right, ordinance 2023 R0607, ordinance revising sections of the ordinances of City of DuQuoin for debate and public display. Which one is this, Ruth? Just the,
This has had the three different sections. One was on the military, one was on the comp time because the positions listed, the public works director is no longer in the city code, the sergeants have been removed, are now in the, covered by the CBA. And then the third one was modifying that, the director's section in there where we just removed a salary dollar amount in there.
if everybody's good on those, we'll entertain a motion in a second to put those on public display.
So moved.
A motion by Commissioner Kirkpatrick,
Second.
second by Commissioner Cruz. Roll call?
Commissioner Kirkpatrick?
Yes.
Commissioner Cruz?
Yes.
Commissioner Ward?
Yes.
Mayor Downs?
Yes. Ordinance 2023 00608, resolution approving stop signs at Franklin and Leonard intersections. And this is for debate and public display as well. If nobody's got any questions, would entertain a motion in a second.
So moved.
A motion by Commissioner Ward,
Second.
second by Commissioner Cruz. Roll call?
Commissioner Ward?
Yes.
Commissioner Cruz?
Yes.
Commissioner Kirkpatrick?
Yes.
Mayor Downs?
Yes. Resolution 2023 R0607. It's a resolution authorizing a redevelopment agreement between the City of DuQuoin and Tollers Do It Best for debate and public display. Jeff, you got this one too?
This is going to take me just a little bit longer than the last one. You're going to see before you in your packet a description of a proposed program where we're growing the downtown roofing program into doors, windows, energy efficiencies, awnings, and lighting improvements. We have done, at this point, there's going to be, the one that's on the agenda tonight for Tollers will be the 21st roof that we've done in our program. And we're pivoting just a little bit, and we're expanding, because we'd like to return as much money to the downtown with the TIF as we can. So there is a summary of a proposal in your packet. The reason it's coming before you tonight is that while the money for some of these improvements will not come in until the next cycle of TIF money coming in, the people that are before you tonight are willing to cash flow these projects and wait until the money comes in. So that means we can get some work done this summer on some of these items. So the program that we're talking about with the doors, windows, awnings, and HVAC would reimburse 50% of a project up to $15,000. In other words, we would reimburse up to $7,500 on $15,000 of total money spent. And then it's capped at $7,500. So if it's a $20,000 investment total, we only reimburse $7,500. If the total amount of the project is only $5,000, we only reimburse $2,500. What I'm doing is I'm setting $60,000 aside of future TIF money. And with that, I'm hoping to do at least 8, maybe as many as 10 buildings in this initial round, and see if it's as popular as the roofing program has been. And it'll be on a first come, first served basis. We're also going to continue the roofing program. The demand for the roofing has slightly turned down because we've hit so many of them. So I'm expecting to do 4 of those in the next cycle. So I'm setting the same program, setting about $44,000 aside. So together we're slightly over $100,000 of TIF money in futures, if you will, into downtown improvements. Again, the TIF program, both the roof program and the, if you will, the window and door program will be on a first come, first served basis. They will have to cash flow until the fall, and we'll reimburse based on information that we get back from them. We still will continue to do any kind of TIF program. If it's a comprehensive TIF, we'll still do the 25%, up to the 25%. Anything that's different than 25% has to be explained to the council for approval, brought before you. We also, and this is kind of a very nice companion to this, is that in the roof program, DCDC, DuQuoin Community Development Corporation, made $4,000 low-interest loans to people that otherwise would not be able to participate in the roof program. We will carry that forward. We have some money to do that. And what we did with that is we collateralized those loans with supplemental TIF agreements as we move forward. So you can still participate in a traditional TIF program, you can participate in the roof program, or you can participate in the doors, windows, awnings, what am I forgetting here? Lighting, heating and air conditioning program. And all we're doing is just changing the ratios just a little bit. And I hope you're pleased with that. And before you do have 2 resolutions. The first one that you called, Mayor, was the one for Tollers. It's a $27,000 500 project for a metal roof on their warehouse area, not over the retail area, but on the roof, the warehouse to the back. That's at 4 East Main. And the reimbursement amount would be $11,000. Their actual cost into the program net is $16,500 when the program works. Okay, I have another one here for Regio.
Anybody got any questions or comments for Jeff? It's kind of a lot of information all at once, new
Sorry about that.
program he's brought. No, it's great. It's great. If there's no questions or concerns, would entertain a motion in a second to do Resolution 2023 R0607.
So moved.
Motion by Commissioner Kirkpatrick,
Second.
second by Commissioner Cruz. Roll call.
Commissioner Kirkpatrick?
Yes.
Commissioner Cruz?
Yes.
Commissioner Ward?
Yes.
Mayor Downs?
Yes. And again, that was for just public display this time. So what's the next one for?
Actually,
Regio's.
Regio is 07, and Toller's is 08, is the way I've got it on mine.
Is that right? Is that what you wanted?
Yeah, Regio's 0607.
Okay.
Okay, so let's redo it. Okay, so need a motion and a second to put on public display R0607. I'm sorry, let's do 8. R0608 between DuQuoin and Tollers, because you still got to explain the other one. So R0608 between DuQuoin and Tollers. Motion and a second to put on public display.
moved.
Commissioner Cruz with a motion,
Second.
Commissioner Kirkpatrick with a second. Roll call?
Commissioner Cruz?
Yes.
Commissioner Kirkpatrick?
Yes.
Commissioner Ward?
Yes.
Mayor Downs?
Yes. Okay. R0607 between DuQuoin and Pete Riccio.
So Pete Regio, as you all know, has spent a lot of money renovating that building of his. What this project does is it fits perfectly into the proposed new program, strangely. It's a total of $15,778. However, some of that money is insurance, so I did not count that as this. So it's windows, which will be black framed windows, and it'll fill the original window opening. And that is part of this deal, as well as replacement of a vandalized air conditioning system, which is permanently fixed. It was roughly a $12,000, $8,000 improvement, of which $2,500 was his deductible, so I took half of the deductible. That way I can spread the money a little bit further to other people. So the total amount of this TIF reimbursement would be $5,079.
Okay. All right. So motion and a second to put on public display
So moved.
R0607. Got a motion by Commissioner Ward,
Second.
second by Commissioner Cruz. Roll call?
Commissioner Ward?
Yes.
Commissioner Cruz?
Yes.
Commissioner Kirkpatrick?
Yes.
Mayor Downs?
Yes.
Thank you. I appreciate being able to work with you.
Thanks, Jeff.
Thank you.
Okay. Think we have anything on other business, do we? Commissioners' comments? Kalen?
I have nothing.
Ian? Commissioner Cruz?
Yes, I would like to really congratulate in the wastewater treatment program, Gary House passed his IEPA certified class 4 operating,
Exam.
exam.
Yep.
And that's a pretty big deal, and it's not easy to do. And pretty proud of him to take the initiative to do that and to want to, be able to relate wastewater treatment's in good hands.
Yeah. I think that gives us 2 operators now, doesn't it, Ruth? Yeah.
Well, one with the class 1, but
Yeah.
he's in the sequence, so
Yeah.
he's on his way.
And I'd also like to say for Jeff Ashart, working with him, and the heart of downtown, any town is your downtown. And places like the brewery, St. Nick's, and different buildings that are being rehabbed and to keep together, that when people come through town, that's what you see as your downtown.
Yep.
And, there's other towns you go through, and they're not, and, we're trying, I think, as a town. And if we can keep it doing things like that, I think that it will make people want to come. The park
Yep.
and different things like that.
That's right. Yep. Commissioner Ward?
I'd like to thank she's not here, but Miss Brianna Williams for the first ever Miss Juneteenth pageant. It was just a really great thing. She organized it, and there was a lot of practices, rehearsals, and everything, and it just went off really well. And thanks everyone that supported that. And also, there was something else I was going to say, but I guess I'm just getting old. I forgot what I was going to say. I want to thank the policemen and firemen, the citizens of DuQuoin, the Street Machine Nationals. I don't think there was any problem, much problem. I always worry about that when you get that many people in your community. It's not nearly what it was back when it first came, but there's always that chance that things could happen. But we have a great group of guys that were right on top of things, and our citizens cooperated well, and just really appreciate it that it went off like it did. Thank you all.
Thanks, Mike. Jill?
Nothing, no. Congrats to Derek, congrats,
Yeah.
Brianna, I'm so proud of her, it's awesome, and yeah, good job, everybody with Street Machines, I ditto what everyone said.
Yeah. I talked to Ruth. You go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, congrats to Brianna. She's a wonderful, wonderful product of DuQuoin, and I hope she does encourage more youngsters to follow in her footsteps. And also, don't forget fireworks, July 4th at the fairgrounds.
Yeah. That's what I was going to talk about. I talked to Chief Dakota back there before the meeting, and there's already rumors going around today that if it doesn't rain between now and the 4th, we're going to cancel the fireworks. And the guy putting them on said that wasn't true, and Chief Dakota said it wasn't true. But he doesn't want me to encourage. He got pulled away for a call. I'm sure you guys heard it. Just overall safety. I mean, you wouldn't do anything at your house, or you wouldn't want to if it's as dry as it's been. And so at this point, we're not going to cancel them. We're not going to postpone them. He wanted me to reiterate that. I don't think anybody wants to make that decision, but we don't want a big issue at the fairgrounds or in the community either. So just exercise extreme caution. And he said it's kind of funny because it's already banned in Illinois, but they're allowed to shoot them off out there, and people shoot them off at their house, and we don't write them tickets unless it's excessive. So again, at this point, we're not have any different plans to change anything. It'll go off Tuesday, July 4th, 9:15. There's all kinds of activities out at the fairgrounds, so encourage everybody to go out and continue to monitor our Facebook page. There'll be updates on there if anything does change. So if not, hope everybody has a fun and safe 4th, and be careful. Anybody in the crowd got anything? No? Yes, ma'am. Come on up to the podium, please.
I have a couple of things I want to talk about. I dropped off a letter.
Can we get your guys' names, please?
My last name's Eplin.
I'm sorry?
Eplin.
Okay. What's yours, ma'am? Okay.
And,
Thanks for being here.
I dropped off a letter about cleaning up some of the property around us.
Okay.
I mean,
Yep, looks like we got it before the meeting.
Yes,
Yep.
got it. We do have a lot of property that is pretty gross. I mean, Doug Tony has been by to one people 2 doors down from me about their trash. And he made them get a trash service. Well, now they don't have a trash service anymore, so the trash is in the backyard. So that's one property, it's listed there. And the vein of this whole town, Joyce Poole, her place something needs to be done. It's gotten bad to the point where even my 7-year-old nephew seen her changing her shirt right out there in public. And that's, a 7-year-old kid doesn't need to see that. So, and I talked to Joyce about it, and she said, well, it was only my back. And I said, I don't care if it's your back they seen, you shouldn't do it. And that's my biggest gripe, that nothing seems to work on her. Nothing seems to work on her. And I've talked to her. She's not stupid. She's not stupid at all. She knows how to get around the system like crazy, but we got to find something. We got to find something. And my next thing is, Miss Miller here, I've got some pictures here. They live her house is catty-cornered from my house, but the alley, and it's between McLean and West Park,
Okay.
has a half a ditch. You got like 4 lots that has a ditch. And when it rains, it floods her yard, it floods Miss Palmer's yard. Miss Palmer's 85 years old. And it's terrible.
It's the last copy.
I don't have it.
Yeah, she doesn't have a ditch on her side.
Okay.
And from Miss Palmer's red trash can, you can see there's no ditch going that way. So their property just sits in water.
Okay.
And I'm here for Miss Palmer because she's 85 and she's very old, so.
Have you guys talked to the street department at all, or is this your first
No,
attempt
we've
at
talked to
reaching out
Doug
to us?
about it, and the trees were on her side and Carl Dunklin's side. There was 2 trees, so they said, well, we'll cut those down. Well, they cut them down, but they left the stumps and they left the roots, and so the water still doesn't go anywhere.
Okay.
So, yeah, we're just trying to get, you know, I mean, I got a fairly new house. It's like 7 years old. I want the place cleaned up. I mean, I got a neighbor right across the street from me. He's got a refrigerator, an old chair, some, looks like ceiling tiles in his backyard. Just sitting there. It's been there for probably 4 years now.
Yeah, that should be something we can talk to them about, right, Doug? That's something we can talk to them about, right?
I have talked to them. and
Okay.
I've talked to them about, the only one I haven't had luck getting any progress on is 333.
Okay.
Everything stopped right there, and I don't know why.
Okay.
But the others on McLean and there's, both on Park Street, both those places I've been to, and are in the process of getting that.
Okay.
Doesn't happen overnight. but
Sure.
It's sure been a long time, and we have been working on it.
Okay. Well, I think we can talk to, you know, Commissioner Carnes isn't here tonight, and he's our streets commissioner. But we can talk to him and Doug Hill, you know, about the drainage issue and see what we can do. You know,
Yes.
I'm not going to sit here without being out there and make any promises to you and break them. So
Yes.
we'll look at it.
But I do have 2 things I want to thank you for.
Okay.
The sidewalk over on West Park Street, right across from me, has been broke for like 7, 8 years. And they finally came out and, well, they came out to fix the sidewalk, and then they got into more work, and they realized the storm sewer was messed up, so they fixed that.
Okay.
So I appreciate that. Now the kids, well, right now the kids are still going around because the dirt is all piled up. But now the kids don't have to go out on the road once it's done.
Okay.
And number 2, I just want to thank you all for changing your time, because I was in St. Louis at the doctor today. Didn't think I was going to be here, so I'm glad you changed the time just for me. I appreciate that.
You're welcome.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Anybody else got anything? Doug, you got anything you want to add to that, or you good?
Well, I think you pretty well said it, but it's been tough. And 333 North Howard has been a sore spot for years, and I don't know what it takes. I've got a court order, standing court order, I can go clean that up anytime I want to, but it never happens. And if I do, it's just like it is in 3 days, like it was. I don't know what your answer is, but something's gotta happen down there. The other day, had 2 different people tell me they saw her standing out there changing clothes and taking a bath.
I've seen it.
I saw one of them, and Kathy did too. And,
I've seen her pee in the yard.
there is no water, there is no sewage, there is no house. She sleeps on the cars, she sleeps on the ground. And Mike lives in the neighborhood, he knows well as I do, that she doesn't get up in the middle of the night and go to the bathroom anywhere but right there. And it's been just going on and goes on and goes on. And the neighbors said, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do, Doug? I said, well, we're trying, and that's what it is. And the one on the clean, I talked to those yesterday, they're gonna be cleaning that up. Well, I talked to them. And at 524, I believe that trailer's got stuff in the backyard, that place has been sold for taxes. That guy's never around, I guess he works, I don't know where, Alabama or someplace, he's not been there in months. So that'll be up to how we're gonna handle that, but I really just don't know how they do that. Can't get
Okay.
hold of it, say it's sold for taxes, nobody takes credit for it, so
the problem
Okay.
with that house, that trailer. He bought the trailer from Rodney Rice. Rodney Rice and Aaron Atkins set it all up that Blaine Button owns the trailer, but it's still in Rodney's name.
Well,
So it's a mess.
that's out of my hands.
It's a mess.
Okay. We'll check into it.
That's 524, and then on down the street, the next block, there's another one, and I got hold of them, and we're working on that one. We mowed it, we put a lead on that one, and we're going to, we haven't yet. And that's, they live in Anna or somewhere down there.
Okay.
M-A-N-N,
Okay.
so, those others, the one that's touched the stop is in the northeast, or the southwest corner of Howard.
333.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's nothing new. I
Yeah.
mean, I know you haven't been, but this is not a new problem.
Okay.
It is due to get 20 names on the signature.
Yeah.
Have you been by Joyce Bull's place?
Yes, ma'am.
What is your opinion of it?
Need to figure something out. Yeah.
Into that?
Yeah. There's no perfect solution. I've talked to the council and the people that, I've talked to Doug. I mean, if there was a perfect solution, it would have been done 30 years ago, This was going on when I was on the council before, and, we've got to come to some sort of conclusion, agreement, something, but what that is at this point, I don't know, and we need to, everybody up here needs to have their thoughts in on it, and our attorney and working with her, but there's not a perfect solution, She's going to be upset with what we do, you're going to be upset with what we do, there's, nobody's going to be 100% happy,
The
so,
problem right now, as you're well aware, is have to have a lot belongs to the city.
right,
And if we don't do something on our own property,
Yeah.
like we have to do something with
Yeah.
somebody else.
yeah, yeah,
So we went down and mowed it the other day, and that was tough, getting that done. That's hard, we had to mow it.
yeah,
We didn't have any choice, but that wouldn't did go over very well with her.
No, she griped at me when I went down and told her that it wasn't right for her to stand outside. She's got a building, go in the building and change your shirt.
sure,
Don't do it in front of kids.
yeah,
I don't know how Joyce is, I know she's older than me. I'm 67, so I know she's older than that, but she's 75. Yeah, I knew she was old. But like I told Joyce, you're not crazy, Joyce. You have a mental problem you need help with, but she won't go. She doesn't think she's crazy. Well, she's not crazy, she just has, I think she has a chemical imbalance in her, she needs to work on it. But I think that we're not gonna get any satisfaction on this problem until Joyce is gone.
yeah,
Off the property, there's not gonna be any satisfaction until she's off the property. Off. Because she's gonna fight the city tooth and nail.
Yeah.
She has been for how many years? 30, 40 years?
yeah. We'll talk in the next couple of weeks, trying to figure something out, at least some thoughts, some ideas. Okay.
The thing
But-
is, the way it looks, everybody's property around there, their value's going down.
Yeah.
And like I said, I've got a new home, it's just like 5 years old, 7 years old now. Yeah, 7. And I don't want my property values to go down,
Yeah, I understand.
you know.
Thanks.
I know I live on the west side, but we would like to get it.
That doesn't matter. Yeah, that doesn't matter.
So,
Yeah,
but
yeah. Okay.
that's where I stand right now.
All right. Thanks for coming.
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
Okay, I'm going home.
Okay, I don't think anybody else has got anything. I don't think we need executive session. So with that, we'll look for a motion and a second to adjourn.
So moved.
We don't need executive session, do we, Ruth? No.
Didn't know.
I don't think so. Motion by Commissioner Cruz,
Second.
second by Commissioner Kirkpatrick. Roll call?
Commissioner Cruz?
Here.
Commissioner
Yes.
Kirkpatrick? Yes. Commissioner Ward?
Yes.
Mayor Downs?
Yes.